Okay, time to show you my stuff. Now I'm going to let you know what the prices of everything are. If you see something you like, DM me and let me know, and we can arrange to have it sent to you. You must pay shipping cost. I've already talked to somebody about these, and they said a lot of the stuff I'm selling, I'm lowballing. By far, lowballing. Everything that's in this video has taken me anywhere from just a few hours to create to 13 hours to create. They are hand painted, hand sculpted, one-of-a-kind items that have taken a lot of paint and over 100 glue sticks to make, to give you any idea of what has been put into them. There's been electricity used on stoves to set the paint. There has been clear coat paint, colored paint, and many hours. I don't mind negotiating prices. I do mind negotiating prices to where it is an insult to my creativity. So please keep in mind what you would want to charge. If at the minimum you put $20 worth of materials into an item, and at the most 13 hours straight worth of work, you will never, ever find another piece of art like this anywhere. And all my art has my initials on it with a little heart, so you will know what is my art. These here, as you can see, are 3 inches long. They are $10 plus shipping and handling. If you stick a leather piece of rope in here, or a black piece of rope, or whatever you want, or even a piece of ribbon, which I will be putting ribbon on all of these, and it'll be a short ribbon. You can turn them into necklaces. But like these have the little bird on the back, hummingbird on the front. The little birds in the bush on the back, the hummingbirds on the front. This one I made as Ukraine was being bombed the first day. The hummingbird on the front. The small birds on the back, the large birds on the front. And so you can see the size of the small birds. They are about an inch long. And I'll bring this close so you can see the detail in them. And it takes longer to paint these hummingbirds than it does to paint these hummingbirds. And it takes longer to paint these hummingbirds than it does to paint these bigger hummingbirds. Because to do the more detail, you have to hold your hand more steady, more careful, and it's harder to do. And when I do these, I go blind. Everything goes blurry in my sight. There's that one. And that one. And this one has a flower motif on the back and the hummingbird on, or this could be the back, whichever you want to look at as the back. These are my $10. These are all my $15. This is a flower motif with a frog that says Happy Spring. These ones that says You've Just Been Kissed On the front, or actually this is the back with the hummingbird. On the front it says, seeing a hummingbird is equal to getting a kiss from an angel. And then this side says, you just been kissed. These here have the hummingbird on the front, the bush on the back. And you can see these larger ones here are 3.5 inches, and these here are 4 inches. These are sunsets, and then the larger sunset with the larger horse silhouette with the man on it. And this does have a tiny horse silhouette with the man on it. And all of these here have a corresponding larger hummingbird on the other side. Now this one, I don't know if it's one of them that shines when in the sunshine. I don't know. I am not going to swear it is, because some of them I put gold into, and so they would shine. And this one here, same kind of hummingbird on that side. Then there's this one here, same kind of hummingbird. And here's another one of those sunset ones. And this one has a tiny deer right there. And then you flip it over, and it's got the bigger deer. These here are also approximately 4 inches long. So you have this, which has that saying on the back. This one doesn't have the saying on the back. It just has some little flowers. And this one just has some little flowers on the back. The frog one here, it says, just hopped in to say, and then on it, the back, it says, you're a great person, and I'm glad I know you. So those are all my $15 ones. Now, my $20 things, that would be this egg with the risen hummingbird that was made out of hot glue. So these cannot be placed somewhere hot. They have to be placed somewhere where hot glue is not going to melt. This one doesn't have hot glue. This hangs on the wall. It is a lid to a jewelry box, but it doesn't have a jewelry box to it, so it just hangs on the wall. This here is just something you set, maybe as a paperweight, and it's got the tiny hummingbirds on it. And those there, these here are almost 4 inches long there, and going this way, this is 3 inches by 3 inches. These eggs here are about 2.5 inches high. Okay? Then, those are my $20 items. The next ones are my $25 items. This egg here, it is also the 2.5, but with the pedestal it's 3.5. And then it has the hummingbird with risen roses and vines, and that is made out of hot glue. This here is made from plaster, hot glue, a dime, and ribbon. This is basically a statement. It is, and this is also ceramic or porcelain under here. This is Brazil. Under the hands part is America. There is some smokestacks with goo oozing out from the smokestacks. The teeth represent old money. That's what this ribbon here represents. And the dime represents big money, and it's 2020. And this is old little money, dirty money. And it says on here, in God we trust, but the N has been kind of blotched out for saying, I God we trust. In other words, we don't trust in God's creation as much as we trust in man's creation. And in man, we crush God's creation. Then there's two fingers that are trying to hold on to the beauty of nature, and a hummingbird who is flying away from nature, from the world, gonna leave us without it. And that is the smaller section. So basically there's a small section of our world trying to save the beauty, and a bigger section of the world that's destroying it. The nature, the beauty, the environment that's destroying it. And that piece there is, come down onto it, 4 inches wide and approximately 3 inches tall. Actually, with the hummingbird beak, it'd be more closer to 5.5 inches wide. This box here has the bush with the small hummingbirds. This one says love is. It has the small hummingbirds, and it says the little things. This box has the sunset with the horse and the man, but inside it has a hummingbird. This box is just flowers and nothing inside. This box is just flowers and nothing inside. So those are my $25 items. Here's my $30 items. This can hang on the wall. It's $30 by itself, plus the shipping. And then this here is a full box that is painted. But if you wanted to buy both pieces for $60 plus shipping, this fits on top of that. So you could use this to hang on the wall or a decoration somewhere else. This lid will not fit on top of this box, and we'll talk about that box in a little bit. It will fit on the next box. This here, turn on the light. If you can see, the wings on it are opaque, so the light shines through it. Now, you think that would be easy to do, but it's not. You first have to make the wings with hot glue, and then you have to carefully heat the glue up and take out what part of the glue you do not want in on that wing until it becomes thin enough with paint on it to allow the light to shine through. And if you're not careful, you'll get it too thin and the wing might fall off. So you have to be very careful when you're doing that. And those are my $30 items. These here are my $35 items. This is two hummingbirds. And once again, if I turn on the light, if I can get it to where you can see, the wings are opaque. And you can see the light through the wings. If I could get it to show it. Too bright. There. See it? I go like that. You can see it this way. Go like that. And the light does shine through. Not quite as well as it does on these. Because these were painted with silver. These were painted with white. And for some reason, the white is harder for the color to come, the light to come through it. And on the front, you have the two hummingbirds holding on to the ribbon that is tied to keep the egg tied to the little golden nest. And on the golden nest, oh no, I'm going to have to reattach him. My baby hummingbird came off. There's a tiny hummingbird on the back, which I have to reattach, and a small tree of flowers on the back. And that's all made with hot glue. Now for my these are my $35 items. And this one here has seen the hummingbird, the saying in there, and you've just been kissed. But on the outside, this is to be interpreted by you. If you look at it one way, there's a person's face and their hair, the wings of an angel, the skirt of the angel's outfit, and then those fluffy or large sleeves that they have, and there's their shoulders. Or you look at the whole thing, and this becomes the hummingbird's beak, this becomes its belly, and then its tail and its wings. Or you can see the hummingbird, but you can also see a bunny rabbit right there. Two eyes, that's where its little nose would be, and two ears. So that is my $35 pieces. This one is my $60 piece. It is a tree with the hummingbirds on the side of the egg, and then a hummingbird here. Now the wing is not seen through. This egg here took me 11 hours to make and to get right. The next egg is my $70 egg, and it took me 13 hours to make. And the wing on him is see-through, just like the wings on this egg over here. The wing on him is see-through. And that's the hummingbird up close. And then there on the back is a tree, and on the tree are independent hummingbirds. As you can see, that hummingbird's hovering over the top. The tail is attached to the tree to keep it on the tree, but basically it's considered independent. This one here, there is a metal little stabilizing rod going through that is put into the tree and also creates the beak of the hummingbird, and the hummingbird comes out independently. And your flowers, and then your tree with the roots and bushes and whatever on it. So that is a 13-hour egg. That is at least $20 worth of material, if not more. Because I think I went through over 10 sticks of hot glue, and the hot glue is 4-inch long sticks. So I went through quite a bit of hot glue on this. So there's all my pieces. And as I said, they are the prices I stated plus shipping for them. And if I took 7 of these items, actually if I took one of these items and 2 of these eggs here, 2 of these here, and then an egg like this one here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then a box like this, 6, so that would be those 2 eggs, and that's 7. If I sent out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If I sent out all of this stuff in one box, it would cost me over $37 or $27. And that would take all of this from here, Iowa, and that's the northwest corner of Iowa, to Washington, D.C. It would cost me $27 to ship all of this to there, to give you any idea how much it costs for shipping. And that was back a couple of weeks ago is what that cost. So that gives you any clue of what shipping will cost. And when I ask you for payment, I will go over and I'll have them do the cost of the shipping and whatnot. And then once you send me the money, I'll send you the package. And that's how it'll go. You'll send me the cost of the item, the cost of the shipping, and then I will ship out your item. Any questions, DM me.